Okay, welcome to Clarke Auction. Another preview, another month. This time is for our July the 10th sale. That's Sunday, July the 10th. Sale starts at 10 a.m. Previews are Thursday, Friday and Saturday before. So please come and preview. It's a great sale. Loads of interesting stuff. Lots of great mid-century in the sale. So we're going to start off with this pair of George Nelson for Herman Miller. Nicely ebonized. Nice to have a pair. They're in pretty good shape. Ready to go, as they say. I have to include these two up here. I put them up here on purpose because we found these yesterday. These are very rare sort of Picasso-ish glazed sculptures by Guido Gamboni, a great Italian ceramicist, but these are pretty rare and pretty nice. I think they were featured on the roadshow recently. Anyway, without further blarney, let's move on. We have this wonderful Art Deco table. It's nice, different because it has extensions, but look at the wonderful bentwood base on it. Atop it, we have this bronze patented Tiffany style lamp. It is signed Tiffany Studios, New York, but we're not sure it is, so we're just saying it's after. Over here in the antique furniture, this is wonderful, as you like it. Look at this, look at the wonderful bronze work on this beautiful 18th century marble top commode, bomb parquetry inlay, good thick beveled marble top, absolutely beautiful, from Eastchester Estate. Here we from White Plains, we have a nice pair of pedestals, sort of I would nearly say Sheraton or Adams style, with the plaque there. Atop this, we have a lot of architectural Grand Tour bronzes in the sale. This one's here, it's nice, the Arc de Triomphe. Over here we have a large one. Look at that, took me a long time to realize it was actually lid come off, but has the foundry maker inside it. Nice brown, wonderful quality, as are all the rest of it. Here we have this sculpture by Leo Amino. Very rare, slightly as is, but a wonderful sculpture. We have a lot of good sculpture and good contemporary art in the sale, which you'll see later. Here, part of that Grand Tour. Look at this thing. This is huge. I've never seen one this size, but the detail and the work on it is absolutely magnificent, as is the gilding, the patina. This is pretty rare. I would expect this to do great. Find another one. Isn't that the expression? Here we have another lot smaller one, just to give you an idea of the scale. Look at that. That's all one lot there. Okay, before we go in the main room, this is one lot, came from Astoria, Queens. We have the pedestal together with the cherub on top holding it. Looks like he's having a drink there. Looks like he's had too many drinks maybe. Okay, into the main room. This is a great sale for July. We put it together nice and quickly, so I'll focus on these over here. These might be Nestle. These are from Eastchester, where that wonderful commode came from. Nice pair of rock crystal with the gilt wood, the best of quality, good age. Pair of mid-century marble pedestals. Harvey Prober, we'll call it a settee there. Nice with the original fabric. We have this, Whitney will deal with this, but this nice stone pedestal. Over for the smalls. As you can see, we've got lots of porcelains. We've got lots of bronzes. There's a little one with the ivory face on it. Over here we've got Jean Lurcat, nice glazed terracotta jug there. We've got Picasso Madura, bronze centerpieces. These two bronzes are by Joan Miro. Bronze bust back there. We've got Sevres, we've got Baccarat, we've got Austrian amethyst glass, we got Leica cameras. Look at this, more Baccarat. We got, this is actually quite rare. Unfortunately, it's got a crack, but the crack is on the interior. But this is Gallet, and it's rare with the enameling on it. Nice green color, like myself. Okay, over here, just a quick glance through. Unfortunately, I don't know the name of this, but I know it's a pretty Fiori, pretty rare vase. This came from Rye. Lots of mid-century porcelains. We've got, this is probably KPM. We've got Baccarat down there, candlesticks. We've got Seb's vases. We got bronze Pudi candelabra. We have this Tiffany, nice LC Tiffany Favril. Lots of nice clocks in the sale, bronzes. We have this Tantalus. This is by Scorbiac, this bronze with lots of Scorbiac in the sale. Nice pair of lustres here. Beautiful pair of marble urns. Look at those, nice of the quality. Small size, but nice. This wonderful bronze, like a carriage clock with the glass. Then we got the Sevres mounted clock. Once again, big size, beautiful bronze work. We have this Egyptian revival with the Sphinx on top of it. Okay, now we'll swing out into some of the furniture and the other stuff. Beautiful pair of neoclassical style mirrors, meant to go in the last sale, but we forgot. We have this abstract metal and enamel sculpture by Sylvia Stone. Good large size, wonderful looking on the wall, looks very three-dimensional. We have this Robes John Givings chest, slightly as is, but estimated accordingly. Nice, needs a bit of repair. We have two sets of Hans Wenger in the sale. We have this set here with the rope. I believe it's called the Y wishbone chair. They have the rope seats on them. It came together with a round table and leaves from a house, 6 chairs, all in pretty good shape. We move further along, we'll see the other set. Okay, we have, this is contemporary but mid-century style. Nice with the marble top. Atop this, the scorbiac. It's a maquette and a bronze sculpture. Mid-century lighting. We have Danish teak mid-century chests here. We have, this is a nice etagere. It's sort of exotic. We'd call it exotic wooden chrome. It's contemporary, but it's pretty nice. Over here we have the other Hans Wenger chairs. We have 6 of these. These have like a cane seating on it, or cane seating, we call it. These are called de chairs, T-H-E, de. What came with this was this wonderful drop leaf table. You can see it lifts up like that, has the brass leg on it. Atop that there's a nice, sculptural painting by, I believe it's on acrylic or whatever, but it's by Richard Kalina here. This is extra large, it's absolutely wonderful, look at this. This is by Jiri Kolar. But it's an extra big size. We've seen these before, we've had them before. Mid-century chests, we have pairs of beautiful pedestals. We have this wonderful 19th century bow front commode, nice with a little bit of inlay on it. We have secretaire habitants. We have lots of French commodes in the sale. This one here, this here is really nice. Look, it has the fake leather books on it, nice leather top, wonderful specimen marble on top. Parquetry inlay, as you like it. Pairs of pedestals. This is 19th century, extra grade with the bronze work. Of course, I can't open it just when I want to. Oh, there's a smaller door. Look at that. Nice with the leather. I like that old patina. We've got, this is probably Italian with that nice inlay on it there. Over here, we've got a demi-lune commode, probably 19th century. Adam style, I would say, marble top. Nice mirrors in the sale. We've got harvest tables. This here is particularly nice, particularly large size, no name on it, sort of handheld style. It's a reverse painted lamp. ClarkeNY.com to have a good look at the image. Here we have a pair of these, look at these. These are really wonderful. These came out of Astoria, nicely carved on the top, wonderful patina different with the brass, and has a nice mirrored inside. Here, a pair of Venetian style side tables. These have just what everyone likes, the nice dark and the smoked finish on them, nice big drawers. They're actually usable as well as being fancy, as they'd say. We have this demi-lune here, mahogany top, nice painted. That once again I would say Adam style as well. This comes with a Trumeau mirror that sits atop of it. We have this comes with a little settee. It has some age, but nicely carved. It's nice to have that and the settee. We have this large Murano leaf chandelier. One of the leaves is off. We do have it, but there's one missing, I believe, somewhere. It's hard to tell when you see it. We have this pair of tables here. These are, Jansen quality, absolutely the best of quality, 19th century. Look at the work on the patina, the bronze work. Nice thick marble there. Once again, lots of mid-century. This mid-century came from Mamaronek. Nice mid-century tray top, sort of a serving table there. Lifts off and can be two-sided, as you see. So we have more mid-century table here. We have these, what I believe are Alvar Aalto magazine racks here. George Smith style chairs. We have this bronze, I believe it's by George Colby. Good looking girl there, look at that. Nice big size. We have Paul McCobb on the sale. Desk, we're going to swing over here quickly just to confuse you, Steve, with this nice set of mid-century chairs, nice with the brass trim on them. I haven't put a name on them. Neoclassical style serving tray. We have this lapis top chrome vintage table here. Nice quality, nice style. Nice from between a pair of chairs. We have this pair, probably from the 70s, wonderful upholstered chairs, as we have these, before I stood past some nice ottomans there. Over here, I believe this might be Caldwell. I believe the elephants are silvered bronze, a beautiful centerpiece, but something tells me it has a Caldwell look to it. So look into that, buyers, you might get yourself a bargain. Here we have this, gilt and silvered metal, sort of in the style of Paul Evans, a big large coffee table to give you an idea of the size of it, as will the size of this Dale Chihuly signed, beautiful piece of glass. I believe it's from the Arabian or something like that they call it. We have this nice mid-century style settee. We have Carl Springer, pair of circular linen wrap tables. They're in good shape. We have Louis Philippe style furniture. We have Robes John Gibbings, this coffee table here. We have pairs of neoclassical style benches. This carving here is, you've got to see it to see how really good it is. Look, I'm standing, give you an idea of the size, but looks potentially like a lot of slaves escaping from somewhere. Not having the best look, but it's wonderfully carved and probably unfortunately depicted by someone who had experience in that. Here we have the settee that matched the chair. This table here is signed George Nakashima. Wonderful table, has extra leaves. We did find the burnt label and the Widdicombe label. These chairs were not signed, but they came with the table, so maybe they are. Atop the table, we have a wonderful and large, from Brooklyn, pair of Sebzorns. Look at the size of these. Just so as you know, there are old repairs on the bases, and the lids, believe it or not, are magnificently done, but they're wood, so they're replaceable. But the center seams, which is the main pieces, I'm going to say, is in pretty good shape. Over here, so as not to bore everyone, we're trying to get fast through this Trumeau style mirror. One of my favorite pieces in the sale. Look at this commode, possibly Russian with the marble top Louis Philippe style, but you know, with those little sides on it. We have a wonderful pair of Empire figural candelabra there, nice quality. I'm gonna whip down this aisle here pretty quick. More 19th century commodes there. This chandelier, you got to notice this one on the catalogue. It's extra great, nice big size. Look at the putti, or the cherubs holding the arms, but great quality. Empire style. We have this Baroque sort of Italian table with the specimen marble top. Going along here, this chaise is signed George Smith. So there you go. It's a nice. It has the label on it. We have two of these, not a pair. Two of these. One sort of baseball. I believe they're by Mills. They're 5-cent slot machines. We have a pair of these ottomans, sort of in the style of Jean-Michel Franck, as they would say in France. Okay, let's whip down here, Steve. We're getting near the end. This is a large sculpture here. It's by a female artist, which I know they're hot at the moment, but look at that for a nice big size. It's wonderfully executed by Doris Gross. We have the Saarinen table, nice tulip table with 4 chairs, all original. Atop this, I believe this is by Eduardo Chavez. Big Mexican sculpture, beautiful. Here we have the chair that matched the ottomans, a pair of these chairs in the sale, as we have the ottomans after Jean-Michel Franck. We have this really nice Saarinen style table. It has the nice ebonized black top. We have ship's binnacles. We have carved coffers over there. As you can see, walking past, there are lots and lots of rugs. I'm going to whip over here because this table here is by Moser. It's pretty nice. You can see it on the label there. Possibly needs refinishing on the top. We have this Robes John Gibbings in pretty rough shape, but a nice early, could it be a holder for bags or something like that. We have this nice rosewood mid-century here. We have these George Nelson lamps up on top here. Nice original lamps. We have more mid-century here. Cheval mirrors. We have this chinoiserie decorated bamboo commode. More mid-century here. Trumeau mirrors. We have this table here, which has the owner's name signed underneath it. It's actually a refractory style table. And we have lots of sconces. So go to clarkeny.com to check out the sale. You could do phone bidding, you can bid live on Live Auctioneers, Bid Square and Valuable. Whatever way you want to get in here to this auction to bid, we will entertain you. So any questions, give us a call. Otherwise, we'll see you at the previews 3 days prior to the auction. Thank you for watching.
Hi, and welcome to our Asian Arts auction preview video for the July 10th auction. We're going to start here with these 2 framed Japanese prints. One is by Takahashi and the other is by Hasui Kawase. Just a nice pair of mid-20th century Japanese prints, nicely framed. Above here, another Japanese print. This is by Nakayama and dated 1958. Kind of an atypical scene of a horse, unusual subject matter, estimated at 300 to 500. We have this rubbing here, so it's a Chinese rubbing of 2 sensors. It is signed. There's a seal stamp in the upper left-hand corner, and there's an interesting description on the back stating these sensors are from 700 BC and that they were gifted to an emperor. So kind of interesting. Came out of a Rivertown estate and is estimated at 300 to 500. We have a pair of watercolor paintings of birds and flowers. Both are signed. Next door from a Dobbs Ferry estate, we have these 2 watercolors of birds, which are quite nice. And now we'll move on to some decorative items. Okay, we'll start here with this pair of bronze figures. They're estimated at 300 to 500. Nice subject matter, these kind of dancing figures. The next, we will begin here with this Japanese patinated bronze heart form bowl with mixed metal inlay. And this is by Joni Eisuke II. And this is estimated 800 to 1200. We have a grouping of Chinese Fami Rose bowls with applied dragons. So these are two Millefiori bowls with the applied dragons and bats. And then we have this very nice imperial yellow bowl with floral decoration and, as well as an applied dragon and bat. And these three together are estimated $800 to $1,200. We have this bronze mounted flambe vase mounted as a lamp at $300 to $500. And this is quite beautiful if you just look at the nice color variations here. This again is Chinese, and this is flambe. And it's just really beautifully done. And you can see here, unfortunately it is drilled through the base, but it is quite nice. From a Norwalk estate, we have this pair of Chinese cloisonne vases or tripod vases with the floral decoration. These two again at $300 to $500. From our Dobbs Ferry estate, we have this pair of crackle glaze. So we have this crackle glaze bowl, and then this is a celadon crackle glaze, and these are both Chinese. This one's quite nice though if you take a closer look. So not only is it the celadon crackle glaze, but you can see beneath the crackle, there's kind of a floral depiction throughout. So you can see these kind of leaves or branches, which is really quite nice, a nice attention to detail. Dobbs Ferry again, two pieces of Chinese porcelain. So we have this blue and white jardiniere, but what's nice is the reticulated edges. So there's the reticulation then in an interior body. And then this is a Chinese Fami Vert bowl with lily pads. Back to some Japanese. So we have this Japanese jardiniere, and this is in the style of Maruto Seaman, and this is quite nice. Again, I believe this is at $500 to $700, but check the website for the estimate on this. But it's really quite nice, should do well, and it is signed on the underside. And then again, we have a large collection from Dobbs Ferry. So these two are together. So this is a cabinet vase, and this is flambe and sang de boeuf. So it's sang de boeuf on the exterior, and then you can see the kind of purple on the interior and to the rim. And it's together with this nice blanc de chine or dehua bowl, but it's really quite thin. So it's a really light bowl, which is a testament to the quality and age. So it's really quite nice. Blue and white Chinese with Dutch silver mounting at $300 to $500, again from Dobbs Ferry. Dobbs Ferry again, this is a blue and white prunus or peony vase, and this is at $300 to $500. From a local Larchmont estate, this is Japanese. It is signed to the underside, but if you just look here, who doesn't love animals? And these are monkeys and these kind of flowering branches and with vines. Really quite nice. Unfortunately, there are some condition issues and some old repairs, but it is signed to the underside with this kind of circular mark. Really quite nice, $300 to $500. We have a large celadon blue and white vase with figural depictions, and then these handles of food dogs. We have this highly carved wood stand, again Chinese, and some sort of flowering and foliate design. Quite attractive is this Fami Vert vase that's now mounted as a lamp, really quite nicely mounted also, probably for the European market, but again depicting flowers and birds. We have not taken this apart, so we don't know what is on the underside, but really an attractive lamp. Three pieces together, two pieces of, well, there's blue and white to the interior of this bowl as well as the plate, but then the exterior is Fami Rose, and it is signed to the underside. Small phoenix bowl in blue and white, signature within a double blue ring, and then we have this yellow and green bowl with dragon. Another Japanese print, this again is by Hasui Kawase, and this is called Lakeside Shower. So really quite nice. You can see the seal stamp here and some additional markings, and then one more mark down in the right hand corner at $400 to $600. So these are one of my favorite lots in the sale, kind of because they just have this funny, whimsical quality to them. Large in size, they are Chinese, and it's a pair of food dogs with these kind of funny extended tongues and bulging eyes on these pedestal bases, but they're really quite sweet. They have crackle glaze, there's some losses, but they were used and they have some decent age to them, and these two are together at $800 to $1,200 from a Dobbs Ferry estate. Moving forward, we have this Fami Rose table screen. It is signed and it does have a wax seal stamp. Interesting, $300 to $500. In front, another piece of Japanese. So this is a Japanese Meiji bronze vase with Fu Lion handles. It is signed to the underside. Haven't identified the maker, but there is a signature. And this is also at 300 to 500. We have this 18th century bronze incense burner. So we have this stag with the seated lohan. So he comes off, incense would go into the interior. It's kind of on this converted base, wasn't original to the piece, but it fits well. Just want to make sure that he's on there well. I'm actually just going to put him down so he doesn't risk falling. But it's a nice antique Chinese bronze censer. Interesting piece, not 100% sure on what the purpose of this was. It's either a shoemaker's weight or a child's weight. So it's really quite heavy. It's carved from stone and has this, I mean, it might be for kind of adhering some sort of strap to a child to make sure that they don't run away, I believe. And then it has kind of this adult figure with their hand on a child. So I think that might be an implication of what the purpose was, but it's here to sell at 400 to 600. These two pair of Fami Rose vases with these landscape scenes, probably 20th century. You can see the mark to the underside, so kind of an apocryphal mark. But these two together at 300 to 500. Okay, up next are these two pair of Fu dogs, and there's actually two pairs. So there's these two, and then there's a slightly larger pair. And these are quite nice, green and yellow on these pedestals, attractive. And they're all together at 300 to 500. We have this large grouping of Chinese export rose medallion. So there's a pair of vases, there's teacups and saucers, and then there's a teapot. So all this came from a White Plains estate, and it's all here to sell at 400 to 600. We have this Tibetan mandala style tanka. Nice age to it. There is some wear, but it is estimated at 300 to 500. If you just want to take a look at the back side here also. Usually a good indication of the age. And this came from a Manhattan estate. Okay, and moving on. So one of my favorite things in this auction are this pair of 18th century cinnabar vases. So you can see nice age to it, great carving, but what really stands out is that the cinnabar bases are also carved cinnabar. So I'm just going to take these apart so you can kind of take a better peek. So the fitted cinnabar bases as well. So nice red lacquer and black lacquer. And this does come with a 1985 appraisal stating that they're Chelong and they are 18th century. So interesting, a recent find. This actually came from the same estate as our Fabergé dinosaur that sold a few months back. So this is a carved archaic style jade bangle, and it is here to sell at 600 to 900. From our Dobbs Ferry estate, we have a carved jade object with a bamboo pattern to it at 300 to 500. We have this carved jade snuff bottle with a carved amber stopper. And this is also really quite nice from our Dobbs Ferry estate. Estimate of 800 to 1200 is this rock crystal censer or vase. A few condition issues, but we have carved ring handles. We have a beautiful carved incised decoration throughout, and the Fu dog finial. I'm just going to lay it down so it doesn't fall over. And I also wanted to show you this. So it comes with the original box that it traveled in. And you know, it's always a testament to quality with the effort people put forth for this. So each section fits its specific piece. So here's the stand, the lid goes here, and then the body goes in the center, and it just closes right back up. And it has a signature on the front, which is really quite nice. And this is estimated at 800 to 1200. Okay, and so this is one of 3 Japanese prints by the same artist. And this is Jericho Sakimo. There are 2 more nicely framed, similar frames, but different scenes, of course. So this is just one example of 3. They're all lotted together at 400 to 600. And moving on, we have this large Celadon crackle glaze fishbowl from our Dobbs Ferry estate on a nice stand. And this is also at 800 to 1200. We have this Japanese floor urn or large urn with floral decoration and leaves. This is at 400 to 600. And last but not least, we're going to take a look at, so there are 3 groupings of Chinese peasant paintings. So they're all by various artists, great colors, great vibrant colors. Most are signed, all are identified verso. So there are 3 groupings. Each grouping has 6 paintings within. A lot have birds in them. Others are kind of village scenes, but they're all Chinese peasant paintings, and each grouping is estimated at 400 to 600. And that wraps it up for my selection of Asian arts for the July 10th auction. We hope to see you there.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and I'm here to share with you all of the fantastic rugs that we have in this upcoming July 10th sale. The very first rug is going to be this spectacular room-size rug with a unique rust color and a central medallion that's obscured by this lovely MCM table. There's lots of wonderful foliate scroll work going on here in this field. If that was on a shotgun, you could name your price, that's for sure. Next is going to be this very lovely rug with a geometric pattern here in the field. Lovely animals, great bright vivid colors here. Bits and pieces of everything you could imagine. Now the next rug, ladies and gentlemen, is quite important. It's a palace-size figural rug. Now, ladies and gentlemen, picture carpets exemplify the precision and the capabilities of an art form that has been thousands of years in the making. The pictorial rug is truly an object of art that captures hunting scenes, religious icons, and gives us a glimpse of everyday life. Now, hunting scene rugs and Persian animal pictorials are among the oldest of picture carpets. The hunting scene rug, represents a sport favored by royalty throughout the world. However, rugs featuring humans were often considered taboo for religious reasons. Persian animal pictorials were suitable replacement that allowed artists to include a plethora of animated figures into a forested background, as we see here. Persian animal pictorials were also used to represent power and strength. Now, we do have provenance on this rug that was featured in a newspaper. I will be providing that provenance to you within the coming couple of days. But this is absolutely magnificent. Just look at these mounted riders. All of the animals here, just a spectacular hunt rug. Where are you gonna find another one, ladies and gentlemen? And in palace size, truly something you must own. Next is going to be another vintage and finely hand-woven carpet with a central medallion, vivid colors, even a Carolina blue, if you will, here. Show me another carpet where you could find that color. Next, I have an amazing Ziegler carpet, or a Chobe carpet. Now, that's the name of a design rather than the city or a tribe that they're normally named after. This just simply translates to a thick border and dense artwork. And here's a very nice, bright and vibrant hand-woven carpet, excellent pile. As we all know, bright colors are a way to brighten up any room, literally. And with this rug, you won't have that problem because this is surely to brighten up any dark area in your home. Next, we have a very nice vintage hand-woven area rug. Very small size, just lovely. Just look at this chair, the way it lies on it. Spectacular. We certainly have a plethora of carpets in this upcoming sale. Just look at them. Just look at the sheer magnitude and size of these carpets. Some are small in stature, but you know what? The craftsmanship is pure quality. This carpet, ladies and gentlemen, hails from the village of Saruk, and that's approximately 48.28 clicks of the city of Arak, located in Iran. Just a spectacular rug. Great colors, nice rose color, some reds, some blues, everything you want to see in a quality Saruk. Next is a lovely bright runner. It's approximately 15 feet in length, would look great on any staircase. How about a fun carpet, ladies and gentlemen? A vintage and finely hand-woven fun carpet. And why is it fun? Just look at this color palette. We have almost a hot pink and some electric colors going on here. Very, very lovely. Where do you find hot pink in a carpet like this? Truly unique, ladies and gentlemen. Here's one of our lovely silk rugs that are going to be in the sale. I believe we have several silk rugs in this upcoming auction, and this is just one of them. Great central medallion here. And yet we have another fabulous saruk with great pile, colors, and a stunning open field. Here we have a nice silk pictorial rug. What's interesting about this one are the lions, and on a rug, generally that symbolizes power and prosperity. Here we have a very beautiful green and white carpet with a lovely foliate field. Just look at those flowers. Kind of reminiscent of lily pads in a way. The last rug I'm going to share with you today, ladies and gentlemen, is this mounted and framed pictorial rug. Though small in stature, we still have amazing quality, even harder to do on a smaller piece. There's just such an intricate design and so much going on here. Definitely would display well, as you can see in this quality frame. Moving on from the rugs, here's a couple of other items of intrigue that I'd like to share with you. The first is going to be a French silver tone system cane. Now this system cane is filled with a plethora of interesting and unique items for a gentleman who's hungry and wants a meal on the go, such as a fork, a knife, corkscrew. You name it, this cane has it. Truly wonderful, ladies and gentlemen. Next up is a grouping, which contains a Civil War veteran's sword. I have a full description about this. Wonderfully acid-etched blade, named, and this comes with a tintype. By consignor provenance, it states that the gentleman in this picture here is actually holding this very sword. Great piece, ladies and gentlemen. Last but certainly not least, I have a very lovely Japanese tanto. Interesting blade here. I have this fully disassembled and photographed. So be sure to check it out. And check out all of our wonderful items at clarkeny.com. I'll see you July 10th, 10 a.m. here in Larchmont, New York. Happy bidding.
Okay, you have me twice in one preview. This time I'm previewing the fine art because William, who had been with us for many years, has moved on to Virginia, where he's going to grad school to become an attorney, and we wish him the very best and thank him for his time here. The good news is we have taken on two new staff, one a cataloger named Irving Sanchez, who's a local Westchester man, and also a local Larchmont. Irving is going to be a cataloger, but we also have a local Larchmont gentleman called Eric Matarasso, who's been in the business 25 years, is going to take over the fine art. So you'll hopefully see him in September. We're very glad to have both of them. Without further ado, I'm going to push on with the art here and see if I can entertain you with it. First of all, we have this quite large Paul Emile Pizarro painting. Pizarro is sort of, as you can see, influenced very much by Cézanne in this painting. This was in his early period, probably in his 30s. It's signed Paul Emile and it's dated 1919 on the bottom left. It's oil and canvas, slightly buckling on it, but wonderful piece. Has a Wally Finlay provenance on the back. It came from an estate with three nice paintings, which I'll talk about later. Moving right along, we have this abstract on top by Paul Henry Brack. It's titled Tournament Number 2. Brack is he's a Brooklyn artist, actually married to Miriam Shapiro. We sold a very large painting by Miriam Shapiro in the last sale, so we're happy to have that. It's a wonderful painting. Below it, we have a painting by James Brooks. This is nice. It's on a sort of a cardboardy type board, signed lower left. Brooks was actually sort of a WPA artist. He was in the federal program. I know when I came over here as an illegal immigrant, I moved to Woodside, and he did a mural at the Woodside Library, believe it or not. Over here, and this painting here, what's good to be able to see on a video is the size and scale of this painting. Look at the size of it. One of my favorite paintings of the sale, wonderful impasto work on it, signed lower right. It's by Kyle Morris. He's an Iowa artist, spent some time in Chicago. Really great big size. To the right of it, we have a gouache on board. This is by Rolf Scarlett. Well, Scarlett is quite prolific. He was sort of a geometric abstract artist, you would say, and I think this has great colors. Behind glass, but really nice painting. Over here, we have a Ukrainian artist, Mane Katz, quite prolific and really wonderful, you know, specialized in Judaica. This is, I would call this probably the flower cellar or something like that. You can see all the flowers on top of the court. Nice big size, oil and canvas, sign bottom right, all original. Nice to have this. Atop this is a painting, a sort of military, sort of Napoleonic style painting. This is by a guy called Vernet. He was quite known for his Napoleonic and King Louis Philippe style military scenes. So that's one, a signed lower left. That's an 8,000 to 12,000 estimate. Okay, we're going to move over to this wall. On top here, this is one of two watercolors by George Lukes. George Luke's an interesting character. When he was growing up, his parents were sort of members of the Molly Maguire, so he was a bit of an Irish-American meaning in him sometimes, hence a lot of the sort of, I suppose, sadder scenes, but moved on, sort of dash can artist, quite prolific too. Top here we have a print by Rufino Tamayo, good Mexican artist. Here we have Abraham Waltowitz, well known for doing Isadora Duncan dancers. This is a nice little watercolor, good size, signed on the bottom. Below that we have a Tom Wesselman, one of my favorites in the painting, not because of the subject matter, but I really like the style of it. I believe it's a cutout. It's number signed and numbered over here. A lot of interest in this. This I believe is estimated 2,000 to 3,000. Atop this artist is very popular. Came from the same estate as this Sean Scully. So the guy who had these items was pretty on the ball when he was purchasing them 20 or 30 years ago. This is by a guy called Monroe Reynolds. It's what they call an emulsion on board, abstract. This is a cutout here, so it's sort of like a relief as well. Slight little crackle around because it's emulsion. I remember in my old days as painting apartments in the city, we used emulsion. Below this, great colors in this. Itzhak Clarke, Israeli artist. The best of color ones I've seen. However, in September, I have two very, very large Clarkes coming up, so be watching out for them. They're going to be in the September sale. Strangely enough, in the sale, we have 4 Burlyoks. This one up here of the horses is beautiful, beautiful colors and a beautiful paint, brushstrokes nicely framed. Below this one with a title, New Mexico. Once again, the 2 horses. I think we titled them wrong on the thing. We had Florida, which should have been a still life, but either way, we'll get away with that. Here we have an abstract by Ernest Briggs. I love this little painting. It's a nice package. Plenty of labels on the back of it to tell you what it is. Over here, on top there, that's the second of the George Lukes watercolor as well. Over here on the right, once again, to give you an idea of scale, I'll stand beside it showing my hand. This is a beautiful painting by Stevens. I was going to say Fred Stevens was a customer, but I mean John Stevens. Anyway, in-house joke. He's mostly known for doing discs, but this is a nice big sort of abstract. Okay, before we go to the main room, I just want to focus on this wonderful painting that we're very proud to have because it's by Sean Scully, a fellow Dublin man. He was born in Dublin a few years before myself, but the fact he was born in Dublin, I'm very happy to have the painting. It's an oil on paper. It's titled number 30, and it was done in 1980. This is quite sort of what he does with the lines and stripes and the colors there. This painting came from the same estate as the Alan Monroe Reynolds, so the guy who was buying these in the 80s had good taste. Anyway, we are very happy to have this painting. It is estimated 20,000 to 30,000, and hopefully Mr. Scully, if he's in the neighborhood, might come in and say hello before the sale. Now, let's move on into the main room and see what we have there. Now we're going into the stage where I'm really going to have to do my usual sort of run around, but show you stuff I like and try and give you an idea of size. I'll try and tell you my opinions on it, and you can go online, but I'm sure you've already made up your minds about a lot of the stuff. This is unsigned, came from New City, also one of my favorites, even though it's not listed. Great color, great composition. This here, you're going to get tired of me saying one of my favorites. This is Jun Dobayashi, Japanese artist. Look at this, the colors, the scale, everything in it is great. Nice, big, large size. This is by a contemporary, an artist called Frank Messina. He's a New Jersey artist. Quite an interesting of how it's done with the crushed pills and the acrylic paint. So look into him. He could be an up-and-coming artist. I think we're going to have to watch out for him in the future. Atop that, African-American, well known for what he does, windows, and this is by Walter Cade. Here we have an Audubon pencil sign print, big size. We have a Peter Max up on top. This here is very important that you see this on the video, because look at the size of this Robert Goodenough. I think these are little leaves all sailing up into the sky. I won't even comment on it, but we know what it is. Up here we have a guy called Castro Cid. This is a big scale painting. Nice big oil and canvas. Also came from New York City collection. We have Sultan up there, Chagall posters. This here is an Iranian artist. I like it. Came from the same estate as Clarke, so you can sort of see a similarity. It's by an artist called Hessam Abrashami. I think it's a beautiful little painting. Atop there we have an ink by Ibrahim Lasso. We've had sculpture by Ibrahim Lasso. We've had jewelry, I'm sure Whitney knows about. This is a female artist, a nice big large painting on canvas. Nice heavy and pastel work. It's of rams. And it is by someone called Nancy Michnick. Gonna have to stretch you up on top there because we have a nice Joe Stefanelli up on top there. Can't pronounce the artist on this second one, but it's online. This I brought in the sale, no listing, but very interesting. It's sort of in a, what you call a shadow box flame. I believe it's by a guy called Eric, E-R-I-C-H Wonder, German artist. Very strange, we've been playing tennis across the railway track there. So I like that. We've this WPA artist here. We've plenty of cows and Dutch paintings. This is by Debat Josan, came from Dobbs Ferry. Moving right along over here, I quite like this. It's Ernest Feeney. Just nice. It's nice for what it is with the steamship. Got a hunting scene up there. This is another African-American woman here, Varnett Honeywood. Nice print. And up on top, look, another Burliock. That's called Florida, unlike what we have written in the line. So there's a correction done for you. Walter Cox. I like this portrait. Never big on portraits, but this is pretty nice. We have, this is an abstract boat scene by a guy called Giorgio. You're going to have to look up for it. We have Levier painting, watercolor here. We have two large paintings. Once again, you got to see the size. These are by Anthony Tony. Came from Eastchester. Two large oil and canvases. Going to move you along so the people will be getting bored soon. This came from West Hempstead. It's a very, very large Orientalist painting by Mary M. Gardner, 1907. Slight little bit of damage there, but a big, big, large Orientalist painting. We have another Anthony Tony. We have that escapes my mind, but I'm sure everyone that knows it's going to ring in me 2 minutes down the road. This is a painting by Darrell Austin, atypical of what he does. Oil and canvas, nice with the cubs there. That top there is, I believe it's a South African female artist, don't ask me the name. We have the Spanish School. We have Zvi, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, Zvi Merovic here. We have these are signed Snow, they're two still lifes. Nicely packaged in the sort of aesthetic movement frames. Right along here, this is by a guy called Eugene Higgins, quite dark. Up to the left of that, we've our Charles Groupé in oil. We have an old master. We have this one down as in the style of Turner, obviously unsigned. I can see the cameraman's getting a little antsy there, but we're not worried about him. Okay, this painting is very nice. It's by, if I can remember this one, I'll get an award. It's by Peppino Mangravite. Very nice painting. The woman's happy, even though the painting is a little sly. And up on top, that a totally opposite scene, we have, once the cameraman trips over there and sues me, we have this wonderful painting by a guy called Dean Mogins, with the girl in the big boots carrying the bag. Okay, two more to mention. Lots of paintings. clarkeny.com. Once again, with you guys, I welcome our new art people, and we hopefully see you for previews. See you at the sale. Everyone have a great summer. Thank you.
Hi, and welcome to Clarke Auctions Jewelry and Silver preview video for the July 10th auction. We'll start here with this wonderful Tiffany & Company sterling tray. So what's really nice about this is the unusual form and also this kind of wheat sheaf design to the borders of the edges. Slight pedestal base, really quite nice. Came in on one of our Walk-in Wednesday appraisal days. Judaica in the sale, one of several lots. This is a Bezalel School menorah or an oil lamp, and it's really quite nice. It is signed here in the central frame or cartouche, and this is estimated at $400 to $600. From a local Larchmont estate, we have this continental silver tankard, really wonderful designs throughout. So this kind of figural tavern scene almost, or these standing figures. But I guess my favorite part of this is I love the handle. But also if we take a look here, this is the split tail mermaid or the siren, and who knows what this is the logo for? Well, it's Starbucks, which is really quite nice that this is kind of this iconic figure now, which I'm sure it wasn't at the time that this was made. And this is estimated at $1,000 to $1,500. We have this continental German 800 silver serving tray, nice small size, and also these kind of calla lily handles are really beautiful, kind of reminiscent of a Renaissance style version of George Jensen's pieces. So this is the earlier version again, but this is quite nice size. This is probably Persian. It has this kind of hunting scene with animals around the body of the vessel, slight dent to the bottom, and this is from a Norwalk, Connecticut estate. Manhattan estate, large Mexican silver bowl, really quite nice. Could easily see this center of a table with some fruit in it. It's really quite beautiful and in very good condition at $600 to $900. From one of our Walk-in Wednesday appraisal days, we have this silver and horn mounted vase. The handles are nice. I love the design. This is estimated at $300 to $500. We have this English silver commemorative goblet of the Queen's Jubilee. It is dated from 1977, $300 to $500. Interesting lot in this sale. We have this silver naval vessel. So all of these parts, it comes apart, so there's a lot of pieces, but there's all these cannons. We think this may be Chinese silver, but we're not 100% sure. The estimate is $2,000 to $3,000. There's quite a bit of weight to it. I believe, I would double check the website, but it's around 87 troy ounces, but really quite nice and interesting piece in this sale. Came in late last week, so it was a late edition, but we really were glad to have it. Moving on to a Fabergé style box. So this is spinach jade, and it is mounted in gilt silver enamel work, colored gem cabochons and diamonds, but really quite nice, beautiful form. Wish it was Fabergé, but it's just Fabergé style, but we still appreciate it, and it's a beautiful example of what their work looks like. We have some cool things in this sale, kind of specimens. This is amber. So not only is this amber, I'm going to put it up to the light, but I'm sure that it will not do it justice, but there is a bug inside of here. So it's one of the pieces of amber that has a bug stuck inside, which is cool. I'll appreciate it. $300 to $500, came from a New Rochelle estate. So here we have from the same estate 2 of 3 examples of sperm whale scrimshaw in this sale. So here we have a whale with a man in the water, and it is signed. And then this is probably the star of all the scrimshaw. So this is a really nice example with this ship. This one is also signed. I'm just going to flip it over so you can see the underside also of this gentleman. And then there's another lot that has multiple pieces in it. This is a nautical carving grouping. So this is all antler or horn. So this is, I believe this is a stag antler, but I mean the detail on this is phenomenal. We have this skull, which is always nice. This is kind of a shrimp or krill or some kind of nautical creature. And then we have this, which is a man's face, and on the alternate side is a skull. So again, I'm a fan of skulls. I think this is quite nice and a beautiful carving. Also from the same estate, we have these megalodon teeth or fossils, which is cool as anything. I mean, could you look how large this is? It's as big as my hand. And these are all lotted together, and there is a second lot of these megalodon teeth that's also in the sale. All right, jumping back to some silver, we have a Tiffany & Company chocolate pot or coffee pot from a Larchmont estate. We have this 18th century Swedish sugar caster, nice early example of silver. Again, another Fabergé style enamel decorated goblet with colored gem cabochons, gilt silver, really beautiful enamel work. So this is in this sale. Top comes off, really quite nice and in very good condition. This is English silver, a nice English silver taza. When I lift it up so you can see the detailing to the stem and the base, we have these kind of figural mounts here and just really beautiful scroll work to the base. Another selection from our Walk-in Wednesday appraisal day is this beautiful Taxco Mexican sterling tea service in the style of one of the Danish silver makers. This is estimated at $3,000 to $5,000. Jumping ahead, we have this Southwest sterling belt with these stamped designs to each circular pendant, and this is estimated at $300 to $500. We have this miscellaneous grouping from a Larchmont estate, gilt silver and faceted colored gems. We have this amethyst necklace, and then this is a pair of signed 18 karat gold and colored gem cabochon earrings or ear clips. I don't know the maker, but we sold this maker before and I wasn't able to figure it out then either. It's kind of a script, so it's unidentified, but the three pieces together are estimated at $400 to $600. We have these three 14 karat gold vintage brooches, a very nice vintage ladies 14 karat white gold watch. What's really nice about this is there's a split bracelet and also the dial here. I love that the numbers on the exterior of the dial, so it's on the surround and they're oversized. It's really just kind of a mid-century kind of feel to it. Manhattan Estate, we have this 18 karat gold, or 14 karat gold, I'm sorry, Italian bracelet and kind of a horse bit design, and so it's polished and textured finishes to the gold work, and I love that kind of difference in the texture. And this is estimated at $600 to $900. We have this Egyptian Revival 18 karat gold bracelet with enamel decorations. Love Egyptian anything. There's some hieroglyphics on the side. Really quite nice. Again, at $600 to $900. From a Fairfield, Connecticut estate, we have this beautiful old European cut diamond, and it's in this more contemporary setting. It was designed by a specific artist. The information is included in our description, but really quite nice, and this is estimated at $2,000 to $3,000. We have this Millefiori 18 karat gold necklace, really just beautifully crafted. Again, I'm going to just take this off for a minute so you can just see the fluidity to how these necklaces were created. It's really just so nice, and this is estimated at $2,000 to $3,000. From the same Fairfield, Connecticut estate, we have a second diamond. So this is a round brilliant cut diamond measuring approximately 1.56 carats, and it is H color and VS1 clarity, and it does come with the GIA diamond grading report that we obtained, and it came in on June 15th. Jumping ahead, a 14 karat gold graduated link necklace. We have this International Watch Company open face pocket watch, comes with a cute little leather pouch, which I always think is so sweet. Another graduated necklace. This is again 14 karat yellow gold. We have an Omega Seamaster watch face. So this is a men's watch dial face. Quite nice at $300 to $500. We have a Tambeti gilt silver clasp and polished stone necklace in this kind of Asian inspired feel at $300 to $500. We have this platinum setting, so the center stone is missing, but it's flanked by tapered baguettes, and it's really quite nice, and this is estimated at $600 to $900. Jumping to this piece, we have a David Yurman sterling and pearl exceptionally long necklace. So just take a look here. So nice, and it can be looped around, and this is estimated at $300 to $500 with the original box. This grouping here, so just kind of an unusual grouping of jewelry all pieces that I like, all statement pieces from a Manhattan estate. So we have a sterling enamel bracelet with horses and elephants. We have this Phoenix hinged bracelet. We have a large opal set in brass. It is signed. We have this Italian silver buckle form bracelet. And then my favorite piece in this grouping is this large cuff. So it is carved bone, and it's inlaid with all of these different gold tone and silver tone balls, and it is signed Pablo to the interior. So it's just a nice statement bracelet. I think it would be a great addition to anyone's wardrobe for this summer. Jumping ahead, we have this 14 karat white gold and diamond cocktail bracelet. I'm just going to lift this up so you can see that there's really a nice amount of diamonds to this bracelet. So the diamonds go all the way around the bracelet. And this is quite nice from White Plains Estate. Retro piece of jewelry in the sale, we have this 14 karat bicolor gold bracelet with colored gems and diamond accents with a double rope twist chain bracelet. Ahead of that, we have a 14 karat gold and diamond floral form brooch at $600 to $900. Okay, and here we have this grouping of 4 mid-century silver rings. So there's one by Laponia, there's one by Bjorn Wickstrom. I mean, this ring is cool as anything. I just would like to put this on for you because I want you to see how it fits. It's really quite nice. and I believe this one is called Eternal Forest, but it's cool as anything. And those three are together at $400 to $600. Another Laponia ring in this sale is this one right here. It is 14 karat gold and it displays a single elongated tourmaline. And this again is at $400 to $600. Moving on to a Mexican piece of jewelry, we have this articulated enamel decorated snake necklace, and this is in the style of Margot de Taxco. So a nice snake here, the enamel decoration is in good condition, and this is Mexican silver with enamel. Came in on one of our Walk-in Wednesday appraisal days. Jumping over here, we're gonna start with this charm bracelet. So really unusual. I love this bracelet. It's 14 karat gold and it displays these 7 kind of round capped different polished stones. So there's tiger's eye, there's coral, there's a sandstone, but each one is nice. I love the differences in color and I think it's a great summer piece. We're going to jump forward to 2 important selections of Raymond Yard jewelry. So we have 2 suites. Both of these are from the same estate and by consignor provenance. They were purchased directly from Raymond Yard himself. So we have this 3-piece suite in 14 karat gold with diamond accents at $3,000 to $5,000, and then we also have this 3-piece floral form suite, multi-tier with central clusters of rubies and surrounds of diamonds, and both are by Raymond Yard. Early 20th century American artist, best known for his Rabbit Butler. Really a great artist, and these are nice examples of his work. This suite is at $4,000 to $6,000. 14 karat gold Teboga style necklace, continental 18 karat gold necklace, just nice statement pieces. So we're going to move on to some brooches in the sale. We are trying to bring the brooch back into fashion. So we have this 18 karat gold floral form necklace with diamond clusters. We have this 18 karat gold Italian coral cabochon, enamel decorated, and diamond brooch with a 14 karat gold cluster of pearl kind of tree form, or even it could be a coral branch form brooch. Above here we have this continental 18 karat gold grape cluster motif brooch with diamond accents. It's really so sweet. I'm going to pick it up so you can just see the great movement to this piece, so it would have great movement while being worn. This is another Tambetti piece in the sale, and so it's 18 karat gold with coral, carved jade, and a single diamond accent. But what's really nice is the textural work to the gold here. It's really beautifully done. This is 18 karat gold with enamel decoration and diamond accents. And again, I have to pick this up so you can see. I don't know at what point you would utilize this, but each of these flowers, they move. So there's no risk of really them bumping into each other and there being any damage. So that's nice. This is a 18 karat gold enamel decorated and diamond brooch. Jumping to this suite here, so it's a 3-piece suite of 14 karat gold bamboo form jewelry. So we have this bypass style hinged bracelet and then a pair of door knocker earrings with the bamboo style again. Italian 18 karat bicolor gold with salmon coral cabochons, circular cabochons, and this is at $1,200 to $1,500. We have a tanzanite and diamond ring with this triangular form tanzanite, which is nice, and just a reminder the tanzanite mines are closed, so there are no more. This is a double band of diamond baguettes set in 14 karat white gold. Jumping forward, we have 2 vintage pieces. So we have a very sweet, this is a domesticated cat in 14 karat gold, and next door we have an 18 karat gold jungle cat with enamel decoration and diamonds. In front of that we have a pair of 14 karat gold hoops, and they're inlaid with green faceted colored gems. So that would be quite nice for all my friends with dark hair, that would show through. We have this 14 karat gold circular carved jade pendant, oversized, quite nice, vintage, and we're going to just jump back for a minute. One of my favorite lots in the sale is at $300 to $500, but it is beautiful mid-century 14 karat gold and malachite and diamonds. I'm just going to put it on for you so you can see how nice it looks. Kind of this bypass style that I quite like. So really sweet. So then we'll move back to an Art Deco piece in the sale. So we have this platinum bracelet, and the clasp has been redone. So the clasp is 14 karat gold, but each of the remainder of the bracelet is platinum, and there are alternating diamonds and faceted colored gems. And this is at $2,000 to $3,000. From the same estate, we have this Japanese platinum and pearl Necklace, really quite sweet at $300 to $500. We have these 2 pieces of jade, so we have a white carved jade pendant, and again the middle moves, so this is rotating, and then we have this archer's ring. So those 2 together at $300 to $500. Pearl necklace, so double strand, black pearls and white pearls with a 14 karat gold clasp. From one of our Walk-in Wednesday appraisal days, we have the standard 14 karat gold cameo, but next door is this really quite sweet white gold painted portrait of a beauty with diamonds surrounding a single pearl drop. In front of this is a very sweet 14 karat gold retro bicolor gold brooch, floral decoration with a single faceted gem. We have an 18 karat gold mounted carved malachite cameo of a beauty. So really quite sweet. I'm a fan of malachite. Next door, moonstone. So this is again 14 karat retro with 3 moonstones and a single diamond accent. Jumping forward to some coins in the sale. We have an Austrian ducat, we have a US $5 coin, and then we have 2 US $20 double eagle coins, and one of them is from Stacks and the other one was from a public auction, and there's some additional provenance provided on the website that's really quite interesting. So if you are into coins, I would check those out because they're unusual examples in this sale. We're going to jump ahead to these 2 pieces from a Larchmont estate. So they are 2 lockets. This is both Victorian, so both 19th century. This has got a little bit of an influence of an Etruscan revival with the turquoise and the diamonds and the pearl surround. Flip it over, so there is a locket on the back side. And then this one is just a circular locket with a seed pearl surround. And then the portrait is dated on the back. So a family member dated it from 1889. So interesting, the 2 pieces together at $400 to $600. We have this 18 karat bicolor gold ring with a central cluster of colored gems and a diamond surround, kind of influenced by Buccellati. 3-piece retro suite of moonstones and colored gems, the brooch and the pair of earrings from White Plains estate. We have this 4-piece suite of medals set in 14 karat gold, nice from the sale from a Manhattan estate. This is Marina B. So this is Marina B, 18 karat gold signed band or ring with diamond accents. I cleaned this one up myself and it absolutely sparkles now. It's beautiful. This is at $500 to $700. We have an 18 karat gold Italian bypass form ring with 2 different colors of gouache enamel work and a central cluster of diamond accents. This is an Ebel Beluga 14 karat gold ladies watch with diamond accents, $2,000 to $3,000. From a Norwalk estate, we have this vintage 14 karat gold bypass form fish ring with colored gem eyes, or I believe they're turquoise actually, I apologize. And this is at $400 to $600. We have this from a local Larchmont estate, Judith Ripka, 18 karat gold pearls and diamond accents. What's interesting about this is that there are spots that separate, so you can change the length of this, but it's a beautiful toggle clasp. Again, from Manhattan, we have this. This is actually black seaweed that's been dried and twisted, and it is mounted in 22 karat gold and colored gems. And then it comes with this little ephemera identifying who the artist is. We have this pair of cufflinks. So they are 14 karat gold, onyx, and diamonds. Next, from our Manhattan estate, we have this pair of Tiffany & Company gold knot form earrings. 2 pairs of 14 karat gold earrings, kind of have a pre-Columbian vibe to them. And the consigners of this, their parents were world travelers, so it's likely that this was bought abroad somewhere in their travels. And I can see the influence there. We have this grouping of 3 gold brooches, all 14 karat gold with colored gems. So that's quite nice at $600 to $900. We have this 18 karat gold retro ring with colored gem accents. We have this pair of 14 karat gold and tiger's eye carved ear clips. This is a Bergdorf Goodman sterling chunky heavy bracelet. Really a great statement piece. $300 to $500, I love it. Again, for all my friends with long dark hair, these would show they're 18 karat gold, and I like them. I like that they're not perfectly oval earrings, so they've got a little bit of a movement to the form. Egyptian Revival grouping, this is 18 karat gold. It has the Egyptian hallmarks, and it is in yellow gold, rose gold, and white gold with a central carved lapis scarab. This is, I believe, Museum of Modern Art as well as this. So these are kind of just fun pieces that accompany this one. And this grouping is at 400 to 600. Jumping forward, we have this high carat. It's probably 20 karat gold with a faceted gem. Really quite nice with this kind of triple band design. We have this 14 karat gold and diamond ring. Really, again, sweet, easy statement ring to throw on at 600 to 900. We have these two diamond ring bands. So they're easy to put on. Again, in fashion at the moment are these kind of eternity bands. Next door we have Cartier. So they're Cartier ear clips, 300 to 500. Jumping ahead, so this ring is accompanied by an appraisal that identifies it as 14 karat gold and pink sapphires. But again, bypass style, and it has this great variation in color. It's really quite sweet and it's very pretty on. We're going to jump to this men's watch. So this is a Hamilton Thin-O-Matic, 10 karat gold, estimated at 400 to 600. We have a ladies watch ahead. That's 14 karat gold cocktail watch with diamond accents. We have these three 10 karat and 14 karat X and O bracelets with diamond accents, 600 to 900. Jumping over here, we have a 14 karat gold tanzanite and diamond ring, again with an appraisal. The appraisal value is $5,000. And again, reminder, tanzanite mines are closed now. We have a Mousse de Cartier gilt silver ladies watch. Next door, we have a princess cut diamond, slightly over a carat at 300 to 500. Clarity is not the greatest, but it's a pretty ring. We have this 14 karat gold kind of modernist white gold ring with diamond accents. Next door we have a 14 karat gold ruby and diamond ring. We're going to jump over here to our men's watch. So this is a Breitling B2 stainless steel chronograph watch, and it comes with the hinge box, and then all of the original paperwork is in the interior of this box, estimated at 2,000 to 3,000. We have a stainless tag Hero watch. I'm going to jump over to this ring. So this is 18 karat gold with a black pearl, a white pearl, and single cut diamonds. So probably the nicest feature of this ring was that it was custom made, so the two hinge together, or they can be worn separately. But this is a beautiful ring. It's really quite nice, came from a nice estate, 25 to 3,500. I'm going to jump up to this pearl necklace. So it's a double strand with a 14 karat gold clasp. Both of these diamonds are about 1/4 of a carat each. So it's a nice piece in the sale at 500 to 700. And then I'm going to jump down to my favorite lot in the sale. So this is a pair of platinum earrings with emerald cut diamonds, straight baguettes, and pearl drops. They are just beyond beautiful. I'm going to pick them up and wiggle them for you so you can kind of see the interaction with the light. Diamonds are great quality. There's over 8 carats here. They're beautiful, really absolutely stunning. They're estimated at 6,000 to 9,000 conservatively. And that is going to wrap it up for my selection of jewelry and silver for this July 10th auction at Clarke Auction, and we hope to see you there.